What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome. If you're new here, my name's Ciara, and this is Self-Made Energy, where we want for nothing because we can manifest anything. This week, you guys, I don't want y'all to hate me, but I'm definitely going to use a couple videos that I recorded a little while ago. But I definitely thought they're so cute, and you still had to see it, even though they're pretty old. They just didn't really fit into none of the videos that I put out, so I thought I'd save it for a later occasion. And the more time passes, the more the occasion never comes. You know what I mean? So here it is. I decided this is the occasion. I'm just gonna upcycle 3 t-shirts that I've literally had for like 6 or 7 years. And they've been my favorite. They're so cute, but they're like so old and dingy now. But of course, me being the super hoarder that I am, refused to get rid of them. So we're gonna upcycle them. I'm going to try to breathe some new life. What? Some new life into these shirts because clearly I have separation issues. Okay, you guys, let's get into it because now I'm just playing. I don't even know what I'm saying no more. Okay, you guys, so again, we're just gonna apologize for how raggedy looking my shirts are. Don't judge me. They are my favorite and I refuse to get rid of them. I don't care how old they look. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take 2 of these t-shirts and literally split them right down the middle. Now I've seen so many different ways to combine 2 shirts, but I just felt like right down the middle would be best for this design and color palette because it really matched together. Well, at least that's how I felt. So again, I just took my 2 shirts and I split it down the middle, and this is actually still going to make 2 shirts. They're just going to be pretty much the opposite of each other. And once you're done deciding which sides you want to use, you're basically just going to line up the neckline. You want to make sure that if anything lines up, the neckline lines up. So you're going to line that neckline up and pin it into place, and then you're just going to pin all the way down the entire length of the shirt on the front and back side. Once you're done pinning everything into place and you've done your test strip, because I haven't mentioned that in a while, but I definitely have been doing the test strips. I just don't want to include it in the video anymore. But if you guys want me to include it, leave a comment below and I'll definitely include it again. But yes, after your test strips, you're literally just going to do, I did a zigzag stitch just because both of my materials were stretchy. But you're just going to do a zigzag stitch straight down the back and straight down the front. This shirt is so easy, you guys, and it comes out so cute. Also, remember when you're sewing to start at the neckline so it's even. Because listen, if that neckline is not even, you're going to be out here looking crazy. And we don't want that. So make sure you line that neckline up. And I ended up making both shirts, even though I'm probably only going to wear the pink side. But yeah, why not have 2 shirts? Right, so once I was done sewing the shirts together, because after you sew it together, you're pretty much done. But I decided that I wanted it to be a crop top. If I was going to change it, I wanted it to be fully changed. So I cut that baby in half and literally just rolled up the hem twice at the bottom, pinned it into place, and sewed it down. Like, you guys, this shirt is so easy. I don't even know why I'm giving y'all instructions. Cut the thing up, sew it together, and you're fire. That's it, like. And if you're wondering why I doubled the hem, it's just because on the original gray shirt, the hem was doubled. So I was just mimicking it. And I also decided to shorten the sleeves a little bit because they were really long on me. And I also just doubled the hem on the sleeve just so it can match the bottom and look really nice and professional. And I sewed it up, and that's it. This shirt is done, y'all. I'm not playing this time, for real. It's done this time. Alright, y'all, we moving right along to this unicorn shirt that I'm like so addicted to. I really love this shirt. Unicorns give me so much life. And I'm basically just gonna make it like a cute little ruche top in the front. So the first thing I wanted to do was figure out where the ruching was gonna go. Like, I know I wanted it to be straight up, but because my chest is a little bit larger than most, I did want to do a little curve just to make sure that it didn't like pop up over my boobs if I move too much, if you know what I mean. I hope I'm describing this correctly. I wanted it to have a curve so it could curve around my body. So I just took 2 pieces of fabric that were 2 inches wide and about the same length as my top and pinned it to my top on one edge. You're going to want to do that on both sides, and then you're going to want to sew it down. Make sure you sew it really close to the edge, and make sure you're only doing one edge at a time because you're going to be making a tube. So sew one edge down, then you're going to come back and you're going to roll the hem under so there's no raw edges, and you're going to pin the other side of the tube down. So once it's sewed down, there should be no raw edges exposed. All the raw edges should be inside the tubing at this point because you're rolling the last hem under. Make sure you sew very close to the edge because you're going to split this tube in half. You're going to make it 2 channels. And you want to make sure that you definitely have enough room to make 2 channels. Once you're done sewing down the other side of each tube, you're going to do a straight stitch right down the center of each tube. And make sure you don't close up the top or bottom of the tube. It should still be open. So once you've made your 3 stitches, there should be 3 straight stitches and 2 openings in between. Now, doing this upcycle probably would work better if you used a long t-shirt instead of a crop top, but because I'm literally addicted to this shirt, I just found any white fabric that was kind of close to match. But honestly, you want it to match because you're going to have to make strings, and you want your strings to be the same color. Now I'm going to start working on the strings. And in order to make the strings, I used a 1.5 inch piece of fabric that was double the length of my top. So my top was 12 inches, my strings are going to be 24 inches. And I literally just folded that piece of fabric in half and did a straight stitch down the entire length. Then I took a loop turner and turned it right side out and did the exact same thing to the other string, and you're pretty much done. You take your loop turner and you pull the string through one side of the tube. It'll come out the top, then you insert it into the other side of the tube and pull it out the bottom. And that is literally it. You are done, sis. Looking gorgeous. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so excited. You made it to the end of the video. I'm so glad you're here. And if you liked it, feel free to leave a like and a comment so I can know what's up. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notifications every time I drop a new video, because the hits are just going to keep on coming, you guys. But until next time, love, peace, and cupcakes. Bye.